Let's go. 18 Gator.
57 to Mike.
Hey!
Pump. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hit it.
On first down, Donnelly. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Look at me. Zipper.
Go now. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go.
2nd and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Alpha.
52 to Mike.
Defense.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, switch gears.
Hard. Check, crunch. Get it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 21-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Snap.
They'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Donnelly. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Houston.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check.
They run with Logan. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
53, Mike.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 7-7, our score after one. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Logan. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Logan, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass, 47 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
The mic. Watch who's hit it.
Back to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Blue draw Corkers. Deep rip.
Looking to throw. They'll find Meadow. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot. 5.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Sam off.
No. Watch that.
Slam. Switch it.
Hey, lock it.
Switch it.
Hey. Hey, Echo.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Get it.
2nd and long. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Sterling Shepard. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. 5.
I got you.
Mike's 57's Mike. No gain on this defense.
Rock it. Snap.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Logan. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the carry, it's Logan. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, flush to his right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go. Hey, check, Mike, go. Mike 57.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
First down, Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Jennings has it. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Murray now. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Murray has the first down and more. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They come up in an offset eye. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Kill, kill, kill.
Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Go on. Switch. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
60 outlaw. Go out.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 52.
Greystone, Travis. Bravo. Hit it.
2nd and 2. Battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go, baby.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game. And they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. There's the guys up front.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. He's
going to take a shot right away. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Twisting away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Get 64.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Where's 52?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And it's the Redskins that have now taken the lead there late. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. This will be caught by Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike 57. Ricky.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Murray now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Jim.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Texans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.